Diasporic communities, particularly from China and India, have played a central role in shaping Parramatta's identity, beyond just its demographics. Often referred to as Sydney's second CBD, Parramatta is one of the most multicultural urban centres in Australia. Through its sites like Eat Street, Parramatta Square and Parramatta Lanes Festival, we can clearly see how migration is embedded in the city's food, economy and public spaces. This presentation will unpack how these communities contribute not only culturally but also economically and socially, while also considering some of the challenges that come with rapid urban growth. Parramatta's multiculturalism stems from several waves of migration, from early Chinese labourers in the 1800s to post-war European migrants, and more recently skilled workers and international students from Asia. Each group has contributed to the city's evolving identity. Early Chinese settlers worked in agriculture, often under coercive conditions, but established long-standing communities near areas like Toongabbie Creek. The Lebanese community arrived in the late 1800s, initially working as hawkers and eventually rooted themselves through religious and cultural institutions like Our Lady of Lebanon Church. The Indian diaspora has made a significant mark, particularly in Harris Park, often dubbed Little India, which is known for its sari shops, sweet stores and vibrant restaurants. Census data shows ongoing growth in both Indian and Chinese populations, driven by temporary skilled migration and international education pathways. Today, over half of Parramatta's population holds a university degree, well above the state average. Church Street, commonly known as Eat Street, is a vibrant pedestrian strip filled with restaurants offering Indian, Lebanese, Chinese, Korean, Filipino and other global cuisines. Beyond just food, Eat Street is a sensory experience lit with fairy lights, echoing with live music and animated by public art and street installations. Diasporic presence is visible in the multilingual signage, authentic menus, and even fusion dishes that blend cultural traditions like Indian and Nepalese cuisines or Korean barbecue with modern twists. These restaurants don't just serve meals, they build community, promote cultural exchange, and power Parramatta's nighttime economy, which generated nearly $496 million between 2020 and 2024. With 901 food establishments, this strip alone accounted for nearly half of that economic activity. Parramatta Square is a newly developed civic and commercial centre hosting over 24,000 workers daily, and institutions like Western Sydney University, Sydney Water, and major firms like Deloitte and KPMG. Migrants, particularly students and skilled professionals, are central to this ecosystem, with 5 universities in the CBD and increasing opportunities in tech, education and government sectors. International students and temporary visa holders are contributing to the city's economic growth, professional workforce and cultural richness. Cultural presence is also visible in the public space itself, from ping pong tables and picnic areas to large public art and seasonal cultural displays like Diwali installations. Parramatta Square is a modern example of multicultural placemaking. Parramatta Lanes is an annual festival transforming the city's laneways into a vibrant celebration of food, music and art. In 2024, the festival featured over 70 food stalls and 180 performers, spotlighting refugee-owned eateries, second-generation musicians and global cuisines, from Malaysian street food to Filipino barbecue. Installations like the Trumpet Flowers and community spaces like Pup Culture, a dog show and wrestling event, brought creativity and community together. It generated $1.5 million in revenue and drew over 200,000 visitors, reinforcing Parramatta's reputation as a multicultural hub. Ultimately, this presentation highlights 3 key themes. 1. Cultural integration through food and public space, as per Eat Street and Parramatta Lanes, which show how shared spaces become cultural bridges. 2. Migrant economic contribution. Whether through local businesses, university enrolment, or the skilled labour force, migrants fuel Parramatta's economic vitality. 3. Urban challenges. Rapid growth has led to concerns about gentrification and potential cultural displacement, which could threaten the authenticity of these diverse communities. However, this can be resolved on behalf of Parramatta City Council and the state government. In conclusion, Parramatta shows how migration is not just a demographic trend. It is a powerful force shaping urban identity. The city's multicultural character is embedded in its streets, institutions, and everyday life. While gentrification and policy shifts present challenges, continued investment in the inclusive urban planning can ensure that Parramatta remains not only a dynamic economic hub, but also a place where diversity is celebrated and protected. Thank you.